Hey friends, come on in. I'm Sarah, DIY with Crafty Sarah, and I'm so glad you're here. Hi. I absolutely got no comments last night, so I'm going to hope that I get some comments today. And if I don't, then I'm going to have to do something different. I saw my chat bot comments, but that's all I saw. So if you hop on, say hi. If you see the live up here in the corner, you know I'm live. If you don't, then you're on replay. And if you would hashtag replay, that would be fabulous. I greatly appreciate it. And we are going to make a flag today, a patriotic flag. But we're kind of, I mean, it's not going to be like an American flag. It's going to be a decorative flag. So I'm going to get started painting this on the outside. It doesn't need to be painted in here, but I need this outer edge to be red. So when you hop on, say hi, so I know if I'm getting comments. Last night I was not getting comments. And I go through Studio, so maybe if I don't get comments tonight, I'm going to have to decide I'm going to have to do something. Either go back and go right off Facebook or something. Because I can't deal with not seeing comments. Guys, I'm so into patriotic right now. And then I just got some new files today, and they're cherries, and oh my goodness. I've got them all loaded down onto my computer. So I'll probably start cutting tonight, just to see what they look like. Cute for summer. So today I went to a concert that was a band that mimics the Bee Gees. It was really good. Really good. I'm just kind of going in the middle to get the heavy paint off because I just don't really want it to go in between my layers here, in my little, it's supposed to look like lace, I guess, but I'm not seeing comments, so if you guys are commenting, they are not showing up. Oh, there's Tracy. Hi, Tracy. Last night my comments did not come. Saw them all over my phone when I got done, but I did not see them on my iPad. The Bee Gees. This band was good. I mean, for not being the Bee Gees, they sounded like the Bee Gees. It was really good. And talk about. So the girl I went with is, she's older than me. I'm 69, and she's probably, I don't even know, 70. I want to say like 72 or 73, but she might be older than that. I don't know. So I asked her, I said, so do you remember, like, so the Bee Gees were popular in the 60s, but they went gangbusters in the late 70s. And she knew them in the 60s. I didn't. I was too young. But there's only one left. And of course, Andy Gibb killed himself. That was awful. I remember that. That was terrible. It was so, so sad. So sad. Okay. So that is this is the base of my flag that I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to try to get, probably not going to get it all the way dry. So yeah, we had a fun afternoon. I said to her, I kind of feel like I'm one of the younger ones here. But there were some youngers. And then they had people get up and dance, and oh boy, they were dancing. They had a disco ball. Oh my gosh, you guys, it was fun. It was fun. All right, I think that's probably good enough. I can see a piece of my wood through here, and I don't like that. Sometimes a piece doesn't come out just totally clean. So I'm just going to set this off to the side. I need to put new tape on my boards. They're kind of a mess. And I need to get water in my... I should turn that on. Okay, I'm going to have to... I taped a power strip to my shelf here. And I just realized I can't leave it on all the time. And I plugged in my microphone there. But I can't leave it plugged in all the time because my glue gun's hooked into it. So I had to unplug my glue gun. And I'll have to plug that in when I need it. So, you guys, I got back here on Monday and my glue gun had been on all weekend long. All weekend long. That's my story. So these are the parts to our flag, and it's going to be so dang cute. So the flowers and the stars, one of the big ones is white, and one of the short ones is white, and then the other three are red. So I think I'll move these around. So these are going to be white, and these are going to be red. And I don't really think it matters, does it? Because they're all pretty much the same. A little bit different on the ends, but pretty much the same. Okay. So I probably should get another color green. I got a dark green. Let me grab a lighter green. Because the leaves show two different greens. There's a darker green and these are a lighter green. Hi, Lori. How are you, girlie? I'm going to grab a dauber on the corner here. I will just grab a few. Just a few. So, very easy little kit here, you guys. So these are a lighter green, so I'm just going to go over those little things, and then the rest I'm going to paint with a paintbrush. And the rest is a dark green. That's going to be the dark Hauser. Hauser dark green. And I almost feel like I want to just take a brush and maybe not. Oh, there we go. Sometimes I open these so many times that they end up being kind of tough to open. So we had to drive about 60 miles. maybe about 75 miles to go to that little concert, but it was cute. Those guys could play. And they could sing, too. Holy mackerel, they could sing. And you kind of forget, like, I forgot that the Bee Gees did all the music for Grease. Did you guys know that? I don't know that I knew that. I mean, I knew they did Grease as the word, but I didn't know they did the soundtrack. So they showed a lot of that. It was cute, you guys. They showed, like, they talked about the 70s. They showed TV shows from the 70s and people dancing like they danced. So they showed the Jeffersons and Batman and Robin and Gilda Radner on Saturday Night Live. They had all kinds. It was cool. And they said they were in Lincoln last night. I told my girlfriend, I go, the middle guy who's you know, and they kind of look like, I think they kind of try to look like the Gibbs. Like the one guy had a hat on, like the one Gibb always had the hat on. And, but the guy in the middle, who I suppose was supposed to be Barry Gibb, had long hair, but he was heavier than, I said to her, I go, that middle guy was a little heavy to be a Gibb. Little heavy. Okay. So I think we got that. Let me get the lid back on that baby, maybe. See if I can get it on straight. Oh my gracious. Ugh. There we go. Yep. And then we're going to do the, well, I'll just go ahead and do the white. Why not? Since I got it out. So what did I say? This one and this one are going to be white. Cute kit. I was looking at some of the, I picked up an arch, acrylic arch from Walmart when I was in St. Louis, and I thought I would do something Winnie the Pooh on there, but I didn't see anything that would fit the way I wanted it to. Oh, thanks. My hair didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it to. Hi, Peggy. Thank you. My daisies. You got your piano, good. If you have any questions about it, yeah, I'm making the floral flag. The floral flag. I thought it was pretty. Hi, Cindy. Thanks. Not quite what I wanted, but it's all right, I guess. I didn't want wedge. I wanted straight, but whatever. You know, it's only hair. That's what I always say. It's only hair. It'll grow back. It'll grow back. In 2 weeks, it'll be right where I want it to be, probably. But I went short. I was done. I was done with it. We'll see how it is when I wash it. And you know how when you get your hair done, they spray the crap out of it and put all kinds of product in it and tease it and rat it and all the things. And I'm not that girl, so I will see. I will see. but thank you. At least it's all fresh and clean again. Fresh, clean cut. I'm using Tuscan red. You can use any red you want. Actually, I might have liked a darker red, but it's fine. It is fine. When it goes together, it'll be pretty. And I'm doing a show in Hastings on June 13th. And I want to have some stuff ready. So a lot of patriotic. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it'll sell, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna put that brush in there. I'm probably gonna have to put white over the stars again because they just never, white just never quite gets there. Although this is the Michaels brand white, and I feel like it's covering better than anything I've ever had before. Can you guys believe it's Wednesday already? The week is halfway gone. We've got company coming Saturday. The girl that used to babysit my children, she's like a daughter to me. I love her. She's coming with her friend, her guy friend, on Saturday because she was chosen as a, I don't even know what the word I want, an amazing alum from her school, from her college, and she's going to give a speech at their graduation. So she's coming back home and she's going to come and stay with us Saturday. I think she wants to show her friend, like, where she grew up and her school and, you know, some things. I know she wants to go to the thrift store. I said to her, you don't have to worry about the hours of the thrift store because I have a key. We can get in. Whenever we want, we can get in. So you just come and we'll take care of it. Don't you worry. She used to babysit my kids, and now she's a grandma. I can't even believe it. And she's been waiting to be a grandma. Not that she had to wait forever. She's just 50. I don't think I was a grandma at 50. I think I was 52. I don't math very good, so I'm not a good mather. So I can't tell you. My kid is, my oldest is 17 and I'm 69. So I think that's 52. Lord have mercy, I got enough paint on there for 6 of them. Guess we'll get the edges with all that extra paint. Oh my goodness. And this weekend, so she's coming Saturday. We have graduations, but we're not going to go. Actually, my niece graduates. My great niece graduates Friday. I would love to go to that one, but I'm not going to be able to. Because we have family, because our friend's coming on Saturday, and she lives north a piece. So I don't think. I've got to work on Friday for a while. And I'm going to work at the thrift store in the morning. And you guys, my house is a pit, so I got to get my house cleaned up for those guys to come. So I think that's going to be tomorrow. Housekeeping day. Yuck. I'd rather be out here crafting, painting, or chalking, anything but house cleaning. Right? Anything but housekeeping. Who wants to do that? Yeah. And I probably got floors to mop and toilets to clean and bedding to change and floors to vacuum and surfaces to dust and all the things. Craziness, but it'll be fine. It's just that he's never been here before, so I don't want him to think we live like pigs. Even if we do. Even if we do. I'm sure there's people that live worse than we do, but that's okay. That's okay. Can't wait to start gluing this together. I want to see what it was going to look like. And so if you're interested in this kit, just let me know. I'll cut one for you and get it shipped out. One of these days I'm going to reopen my Etsy shop and get that going again. I feel like I'd rather be over on Shopify, but I'm not really sure how to do it. So there's that. Because I am a non-techie girl. Whoa, I'm so non-techie. But I could chat GPT it and ask it questions, and you guys, it will answer. It will answer. When I asked for my husband's issues with his hurting, his arms and stuff were hurting, I put in the symptoms. It came back with, if you don't mind, could I ask your age? It was asking, me, but it was my husband that I put in there. And I'm like, no problem. So I gave him that, and they came right back with the diagnosis, and it was exactly what the doctor diagnosed. So ChatGPT knew what my husband had before we even went to the doctor. It's a smart little booger. I'm trying to get these thick paints out of the cracks of my flower. And I would like to, there's that out of there. That took care of that. An X-Acto knife. Got right in there. Wish I had a heavier, I do have my my other dryer that's, you know, like industrial type thing. Paint thingy. This all needs to be dry. And the sides need to be dry. The edges. So I'll probably have to go around these stars and stuff with a paper towel or something just to make sure, because I don't want them to be... Hi, Holly. We're doing a floral flag tonight. Kind of a simple little project. The 250's coming on us, which is crazy. I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. It's like white flecks. Probably for me digging. Yeah, there's going to probably be some pretty crazy celebrations this year, don't you think? I feel like there is. Like there's going to be craziness. My son said in St. Louis they about freaked out the first New Year's they were there. They all of a sudden they heard guns going off at midnight on the New Year's Eve, and they were like, "What in the world is that?" And then someone told him, "Oh, it's guns. People are shooting guns." And he's like, "Holy mackerel." And I know they do hear that. They do hear too. I know that happens. But just want to make sure there's not thick paint around the edges that will get on anything. And you know, you can always touch up too after it's put together. So the new files came out for the club I'm in, and the files are cherries. I do have them all downloaded onto my computer, onto my laser, so I'm ready to roll. And they are stinking cute. Oh my gosh. But I think they're done in teals and reds, and I think teals and reds are amazing. They just look so good together. It looks nice and summery and all that. All of that. Okay, let's get this baby out of the way. Whew. Look at me trying to get the the white off, and it's the blue that's crazy on the back. Oh man. There, I think I got it. tomorrow night I'll be on at 8:15 with my segment of Craft Around the Clock. And we'll do something fun. Not that this isn't fun, because it is, but okay. Checking out if I missed something. So I want to sand that a little bit. I'm going to grab my sander. Oh, let's see. I never know if I should go real rough sandpaper or maybe I'll go with that one. 400 it says. We shall see. Let me grab I'm going to grab my drink here for a second, you guys. I'm getting dry. I have to drink 2 of these a day to keep cramps away out of my legs. two of these cups. I think it's probably 20 ounces. So I have to drink about 40 ounces a day. And if I don't, oh lordy, I'm up at night with leg cramps that kill me. I kind of went distressed look. Holy mackerel, you don't want to use that on anything else. It's going to be blue. It's going to be blue. I almost feel like using a wet wipe, but I don't. Better not. I wonder if I just took a quick swipe over the top. Ooh, look. That'll work. That'll work. Okay. So I'm going to glue my flowers onto my greenery. No, I don't have. Do I want to do that, or do I just want to? I think I'm not. I'll just do something with paint, white or something. So these are the center of my flowers. And they get black polka dots all over them. I worked on Christmas ornaments this morning, you guys. It's time to get going. Last year I spent the summer doing Christmas ornaments, and then I just plopped them into a box, bagged them and plopped them into a box. And then when I was, when it came time to start doing shows, I had them all ready to go. It was cool. It worked out really well. And I think that's what I want to do this year too. But I also have a nativity set that I need to get painted. That I've been putting off because I'm a procrastinator in the, holy mackerel. You have no idea. Big time procrastinator. Should have been done a couple years ago, and it's still not done. And then she called me this year in December, and that was when Josh was going through all his heart stuff. So that was an issue. So I need to get my butt in gear and get that done this summer. I need to just sit down and do it. I think that I overthink it. That's my problem, is I'm an overthinker. She said something about wanting it in a certain colors, like pastels, or I think it was pastels or something she said. And I just can't, in my head, picture that. So then I just, because I've never done one like that. So then I overthink it. I'm like, oh, is she gonna like this color? Will she like this color? Because I bet she'll like anything I do, because she likes my painting. But I overthink it. It's like, girl, just paint the stupid thing and she'll take it. It's like 20 pieces. So as you can see, they took liberties with the flag. It's not 50 stars. That's okay. It's going to be 5 stars. Okay, now my stripes, I want to have distressed on the edges. So I'm using an ink pad to do that. Just going on the edges. This is a Momento Luxe Espresso is the color. Just kind of a brown. Any kind of a brown would work. Okay, now there's going to be line work done on these flowers. There is, they actually outlined them in black. I don't think I'm going to do that. They put lines up the center. Maybe I will do it. They put lines up the center of the flowers. And then they dotted the center, but I'll probably use a stylus for that. And they actually outlined every petal, but I feel like that might be more than I can bite off. Because I feel like I want to put stitch marks all along here. This is a Posca pen. You guys, I had no idea they have ultra fine. They have fine and then they have ultra fine. These things are the best things since sliced bread, I'm telling you. And I got it on Amazon. And I am an Amazon affiliate, but I haven't really done anything with that either. Which, if I did, you guys would be able to see what I like, what I buy, what I've tried, and what's tried and true. And you could order through me, or you'd order through my link, and then I make a few pennies on it, and it's a few pennies. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say pennies. But you know, everything adds up. Just like on my sewing machine, I get off. Oh, my Lord. My sewing sometimes isn't straight, and my drawing sometimes isn't straight. So this is ultra fine, and I don't, because I have the 3 millimeter and I have the 5. They're too big. And I have bought the markers, like the Pint Art and those things. Man, they dry up in like so fast. So I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. I hope to get some flowers planted this weekend. Maybe Sunday. Probably won't though, because we have a graduation. Not that we have a graduation, but we have one to go to. Our kids are all graduated. All graduated, all on their own, all have families. I have 8 beautiful grandchildren. Absolutely perfect little angels. Not. To me they are, though. Four boys and 4 girls. Thanks, Jennifer. How are you? I said it's not exactly what I wanted, but it's close. Oops, that's getting white paint on it. Okay, and I'm going to go around the stars too. They're still a little bit wet. I think I'll wait, but you guys get it. You get it. You get it. Oh my God, Cindy, that's funny. Is it like one of those little trucks those little kids drive? So this is our flag. This is going to go up here in the corner. Yeah, one of them little electric trucks. That's funny. That sounds just like something a little boy would do, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Sounds like something my little Cade would do. He's all about, my little guy, our two little ones. The littlest one is 18 months old, but the next one up is 4. And he is, oh my gosh, he's all boy, you guys. All boy. And he loves horses. And he loves farming and anything. Whew, I may have needed to make sure that I didn't. I mean, I'm good, but. Okay, so we're going to put a red one at the top. Then I drip glue. Today his mom put a thing on Facebook. It was a Snapchat that said, and it showed the 2 little boys looking out the front window. And it said something like, the boys are wondering why when the Amazon man comes, he's not bringing them a package because he brings packages every day. And they could see that the Amazon driver was at the neighbor's house. Oh my God, oh my Lord. That's funny. And you guys, my daughter sent a TikTok, which I don't do TikTok. I don't really know anything about TikTok. Don't really understand TikTok. But she sent one that was so funny. It was something like, here I am 40 years old, and she just turned 40 in August. Here I am 40 years old, trying to be an adult when I'm just a 40-year-old teenager. It was so funny. It was so funny. I'm like, oh my God, Amy. Trying to be responsible. Running a family. Which is no lie. Sometimes you feel like, you're like, oh, wait a minute. This is more than I signed up for. You guys, is that not so cute? Then what they did was they took a white marker and they went around all of these hoops and around all these edges. Would you do that or not? I don't know. I almost feel like my flag should have been, everything should have been down a little bit, but it's fine. I went up to the edge on there, and I probably should have started down here. But it's fine. Everything's fine. That's cute. And then these flowers go over here on the edge. And they get, I just don't think this'll, I don't think so. Let me grab my bigger pasta. I've got a box full of them, you guys. Let me see here. You kind of have to be careful because sometimes the black looks like it'll be gold. That's what they did. They just dotted the centers. No rhyme or reason. And then they took white and they went around this. That's awesome, but it's got green on it. I just think that is some tedious work, you guys. See what I mean? Well, you can see it in there, can't you? We'll do a side and then we'll do a side and then we'll call it. You guys, I'll finish it. And then I'll probably put a large easel on the back of it because it's got to stand up or hang up. You know, that's not bad, you guys. Oops. Holy Nelly. I don't have my flowers glued down there. Forgot about that. So that's what it would look like. Isn't that cute, though? You definitely do not have to do this. And really, with the Posca, it's not bad. But down there, I started out with, I had green on my marker. Yeah, see, I got too close up here. I should have moved my flag down a skosh. Live and learn, kids. Live and learn. Learn from my mistakes. I think that's adorbs. I'm going to glue this down. Just kind of over here in the corner. That's all it is. Get it turned around so I can make sure that it's... There we go. There we go. I think that turned out cute. And really simple. I tell you, it's hard not to try to do everything. And really, you know what? I should have done this after I painted it, before I glued everything on. Duh. Would have been way easier. Because over here it's going to get to the edge too. Yeah, that's what you should do. You should do it while it's, before you glue anything on. Way easier. All right, guys, I think that's it then. You have a good rest of your night. I will be here tomorrow night. Remember, it's going to be about 8:15 because that's my time for Craft Round the Clock. I hope you guys can come back. I appreciate you all so much. You guys are the best. Yeah, I think the white around it too. I didn't think so at first, but then when I started it, I'm like, oh yeah. That makes it look more lacy for sure. So I'll finish that up and get my little stars stitches on them. I want to put some lines, I think, down my leaves. Maybe. I don't really know where, but I just feel like They need some lead or some lines. They look too bare. Like I said, they outlined their flowers in black. I don't know. I'll see. And I think they do their leaves too. They did not do the stitching on the stars that I want the stitching on the stars. So you guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you next time. And I appreciate you all. Thanks. Good night.